The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm going to run you over. Hey, can't. Gun. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Here we go.
Cousins to throw it. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Cousins. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They run with Connor. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. third down. It's Connor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. They're going to run. Here's Connor. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Yellow. Gun. Watch 98. 98's the mic. All day, baby. All day.
On 1st and 10, Cousins going deep for Diggs. And that is going to be pulled in one hand. Wow.
Go. Let's go.
It's a game of 38 yards. Complete to Stephon. First and goal.
I'm going back to you.
They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Barely got the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. And even 50 yards. Now Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Roethlisberger will throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention for this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
And let's pin the mirror.
Throwing is Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Two. 55. Hey, exit. 55.
Following the interception, Cousins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
it's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
He'll take a shot for the... He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., 36 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. On 2nd and 11 now, Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Jack 16.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Gun.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
That one goes for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Roethlisberger to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Mackenzie Allen.